Yo, fam, today I'm coming at you with some metaphysical type ish. I have been looking into this, trying to help myself get through over some things. And I think what I'm going to share today will help you as well. Hopefully, it will. So, again, remember, please take a moment to subscribe, click the link, and also comment on what you think of what I'm sharing today. All right. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Fam, pull up a chair, tilt your head just a little bit, because today we're going to talk about something folks love to hashtag but rarely understand: raising your frequency. Yeah, that's new for me, but I'm going to share what I learned with you. Now, I know that sounds like some incense burning, crystal hugging talk, but I promise you, I'm about to make it real enough for your uncle, your cousin, and your barber to understand. Let me tell you something. If you've lived long enough, if you've taken a loss, rebuilt, taken another loss, and still showed up, you see that your life ain't suffering from lack of opportunity. It's suffering from frequency interference. You've been operating your $1 million hardware with 1998 radio static. Because here's the truth. You don't get the life that you want. You get the life that matches your internal signal. And today, I want to teach you a 3-level system I use to shift my frequency after some of the highest highs and the lowest lows of my life. So let's get it. Part 1, the identity frequency. The first frequency you gotta shift is your identity frequency. This is simply who you believe you are. Most folks out there are setting goals with an identity that directly contradicts the goals. You want abundance, but your identity is whispering, I'm behind. You want peace, but your identity is stuck in, I'm still rebuilding. You want to move forward, but every time you try, an old version of you walks into the room and starts clearing his throat like, dog, remember me? Listen to me closely. Your identity is the thermostat of your life. But if your internal thermostat thinks you belong at 68 degrees of struggle, it will pull you right back down to that 68 degrees every time. So how do you change it? You choose a new identity before evidence appears. Let me repeat that. You choose your new identity before the evidence appears. So this is what I do. Every morning I ask myself, who does the future version of me think like? Who does he move like? Who does he decide like? And then here's the part that most people miss. I actually act like him immediately, even before my feet hit the floor. Because identity isn't earned over time. Identity is chosen in a moment. Part 2, the thought frequency. Let's talk internal dialogue. I guarantee you've had those days where your own mind felt like a bad group chat that you couldn't leave. All of these things popping up. Who are you to want that? You're too late. You messed up too much. You're too damn old. You're behind. Remember that time you tried and failed? Now let me help you. I believe that you don't have a negative thinking problem. You have an emotional attachment problem. Negative thoughts aren't the issue. We all have them. The issue is when you start debating with them, entertaining them, giving them a seat in your mental VIP section. Here's how high-frequency thinkers handle doubt. They notice the thought, they name it, that's the old story talking. They neutralize it, but that's not who I am anymore. Then they move into the direction of the identity they're choosing. It's not about being positive, it's about being in charge. This is what I call mental leadership. When you change your thought frequency, you change the entire soundtrack of your life. Part 3, the action frequency. Now let's get practical. A lot of folks think raising your frequency is about humming, meditating, charging your chakras like an iPhone. Nah, that ain't it. Your frequency rises when your actions line up with the man you claim to be. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your frequency rises. Every time you do the boring thing that moves the needle, your frequency rises. Every time you choose alignment over approval, your frequency rises. Let me say this clearly. Low frequency isn't about laziness. Low frequency is about broken trust. But every aligned action, even a tiny one, sends a message to your subconscious that says, oh, we serious now. And when your mind believes you, your reality changes fast. Before we get back to the show, I want to recommend a podcast I think you'll really enjoy. It's called The 30-Minute Hour with Eric Twiggs. If you're interested in leadership, business growth, personal development, and learning from high-level performers, this show really delivers. Eric has interviewed top executives, entrepreneurs, CIOs, CISOs, and industry leaders, uncovering the habits and strategies that drive extraordinary results. The podcast has generated more than 1.6 million downloads and has become a go-to resource for people who want to grow personally and professionally. Search for the 30-Minute Hour wherever you listen to podcasts and subscribe today. And also tell Eric that Les Allen sent you. Part 4. Putting it all together. So let's wrap this thing up with something that you can use today. Here's your daily frequency reset. This is the same one that I use. In the morning, take 2 deep breaths, calm your nervous system. Then I say, today I operate as the man who already has what he's building. When old thoughts show up, label them and redirect them. Then take one small aligned action. It can be as simple as making your bed. That's a micro win. I hope you remember that episode. Now, in the evening, ask yourself, where did I show up as my higher self today? And then also ask yourself, what would have made future me proud today? This rewires your identity faster than anything else because this causes your brain to see proof that the new identity is already showing up. Fam, let me talk to you directly for a second. You're not trying to become a new version of you. You're removing everything that's blocking the version of you God has already designed. Your future isn't waiting on a miracle. It's waiting on a frequency adjustment. And once your identity, thoughts, and actions lock into the same channel, life stops fighting you. Doors stop resisting you. And the things you've been chasing start chasing you. So today, tune into your signal because your greatness has been calling you and is tired of getting sent to voicemail. This has been The Rebuild, and I'm Les Allen. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share it. Until the next episode, remember that respect is the only currency that doesn't lose its value. Stay sharp, stay respected, stay rebuilding. Peace.